What's up, YouTube? It's your homeboy, whatever, man, just coming at you again with another episode or installment, shall we say, of my search for the best inexpensive cigar. What we have today is the Padilla Hybrid Toro Connecticut. Check that out best you can. There we go. We get a decent look at that. Sun-grown Connecticut hybrid wrapper that's grown in Honduras. Now, I've never come across a Connecticut cigar described as a hybrid. That's what they tagged it. Nicaraguan, Dominican, and Peruvian long fillers, which is an interesting blend. Upon lighting this cigar, it's a little creamy, but the main thing that hits you as soon as you light this bad boy up and throughout thus far is the cedar taste. So it's definitely heavy on the cedar more than anything else. You know, what I did notice, this cigar is probably the easiest to light cigar that I've ever lit in my life. And the reason for that is it has a really loose draw. Like, loose, smoky draw. I prefer a loose draw over a super tight draw, but this may be too loose actually for some. And I punched it. I got my handy dandy cigar punch from Hollow Point Gear. Spent AK-47 shell along with a that's from the pin on a grenade. Interesting piece, but yeah, you know, so I punched it, so it's not quite as open, you know, if I would have just did like a straight cut or something like that. And very, very, very loose draw. So I'm actually glad I punched this cigar instead of cutting it. Construction wise, I mean, you can see the lighter shade Connecticut wrapper here. Construction looks good. I don't see anything that stands out. You know, it's got a wider band on it, you know, presentation purposes only. You know, little veiny, but this isn't a super veiny leaf that's on here. You can see, you know, thus far it's not burning super even, but nothing to panic about, and it may correct itself. So I'm gonna smoke a little bit more into this cigar, come back, let you know what I'm thinking. So as you can see, man, I'm about halfway through this stick here. It holds the ash decent, but really nothing has changed. It's all cedar with a little bit of creaminess to it. I did not have to correct it. It corrected itself. So I didn't have any, you know, no issues with the burn. I do see there are a few spots on here where the cigar is, the wrapper is starting to crack or peel away a little bit. So what I will say is, when we're talking price point, $20 for a box of, I'm sorry, $20. $80 for a box of 20, which puts it at $4 a stick. I picked this off the 2 for $10 rack at Humidor Plus, which makes it a $5 smoke in the cigar lounge. So, you know, not bad if you're not buying in bulk. You know, I will say this is probably one of the least exciting cigars that I've smoked in a really long time. There's just nothing to it. I mean, I don't know. I almost feel like I'm smoking a cigarette or something. Like there's nothing to it. It's not that bad, but I'm just saying. But again, interesting was the little bit of peeling that's going on, you know, on this thing. because now I was on what website is this? Thompson Cigars, right? Excuse me. So I'm on thompsoncigar.com, and I was looking at the reviews, and 4 stars overall, but bad flavor, bad burn, probably the worst Connecticut I've ever had. Pretty mild flavor, pretty well made. I was impressed at first, but then had a couple that were hard to smoke and burned unevenly. I thought I seen something about cigars unraveling. Maybe I didn't pull back up the right one. Hang on a second. Well, I got it pulled up on the phone that I'm actually recording from. But there were several people that said that their box, they had a bunch of cigars that unraveled midway through the cigar. And it was probably like 4 or 5 reviews that were that way. And I can see again, this damage was not here when I started smoking, and I don't know if I'll get a good enough focus on it where you can see where the cracks have started. You really can't see it. But you know, I could probably peel that part of the leaf away right now. So what can I say about this cigar? Is it a good for a beginner? I don't know, because again, like, even on a beginner's palate, I mean, there's nothing to this cigar at all. There's no taste, there's no flavor, there's nothing that would make me want to come back to this cigar. Now, you see I ashed all the ash off very easily just now, where it seemed to be holding a little bit better earlier. But anyway, there's nothing, you know, like I said, nothing exciting about this cigar. Again, you know, I mean, smoke wise, it hasn't went out. It corrected all of its runs. You know, the flavor is consistent and even throughout the cigar. So it's not one where you get different notes or what have you throughout the cigar. So, I mean, a very basic smoke. Again, nothing to be excited about. For $5, I mean, it's hard to complain, you know, but would I want to smoke a whole bunch of these or even smoke this again? Probably not. You know, but that's up to you, man. So if you've had one of these cigars, the Padilla Hybrid Toro Connecticut, feel free to leave your feedback, your opinion, your experience. That's all I got, man. It's your homeboy, whatever, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you ain't already subscribed, I'm gone.